Welcome back. The water may look calm, but just beneath the surface could be one of nature's most patient predators. A crocodile does not rush to chase. It waits, almost motionless, until prey comes too close. With a sudden burst from the water, the safe distance disappears in an instant. And once the powerful jaws close, the outcome is decided within only a few brief seconds. The crocodile swims too deep into an area that a group of hippopotamuses consider strictly their own. Within seconds, the calm surface turns into pressure from several directions, leaving little room to maneuver. Against animals that defend their territory so firmly, a single wrong move can quickly erase every advantage. At the water's edge, the meeting between a crocodile and a jaguar unfolds in an atmosphere heavy with tension. The jaguar does not rush forward. It waits for the right moment, then moves in and pulls the opponent away from its strongest support. Once the terrain changes, the balance shifts within only a brief moment. This confrontation ends faster than its tense beginning suggests. The tigress uses her weight and position to hold the crocodile in place, leaving little room for a response. Sometimes the advantage lies not in intensity, but in controlling the key moment from the very start. A young elephant arrives with explosive energy, directing its strength toward the crocodile near the water's edge. It applies pressure with powerful steps and uses its trunk to push the opponent away from familiar ground. Even without full maturity, the young elephant displays the impressive strength of a species that rarely yields when challenged. The crocodile chooses the wrong moment when targeting a young wild boar, while adult members of the group are still nearby. A protective reaction rises instantly as the group rushes forward, applying intense pressure before guiding the young one away. In moments like this, the unity of a herd can reverse the entire situation within seconds. A carcass draws both a lioness and a crocodile to the same tense point along the water's edge. Even though this is clearly the crocodile's advantage, the lioness continues forward with remarkable persistence. When neither side wants to give way, the line between caution and confrontation becomes thinner than ever. Although the giraffe carries a massive body, the crocodile does not ignore the opportunity when the distance becomes close enough. Its jaws secure the target, yet the immense weight makes the rest of the effort difficult to complete. At the water's edge, not every contact immediately turns into a full advantage. When a young elephant and the herd swim across the river, the surface quickly becomes the most dangerous place. The crocodile moves in swiftly, using the brief moment of confusion to strike from below. Situations like this show how crossing a river can be a severe test for younger animals. Along the riverbank, a crocodile only needs one brief opening to turn a short distance into a decisive advantage. When a young baboon slips into danger, the entire troop erupts in alarm, calling out while moving closer in desperation. But against an opponent that fully controls the water, even determined reactions cannot always change the outcome. A crocodile resting along the riverbank appears to have a rare moment of calm when a group of lions arrives. Despite being outnumbered, it holds its ground with determined resistance. Some encounters reveal true resolve most clearly when no advantage remains. While coming onto land in search of food, the crocodile unknowingly enters an area controlled by lions. The lions quickly recognize that the intruder is not an easy opponent. Instead of pushing the situation too far, they apply just enough pressure to drive it away from their territory. Two lions notice that the water ahead may not be entirely calm, yet they still choose to swim across toward the opposite side. Moments later, a crocodile suddenly surfaces and turns the river into a tense situation. Fortunately for the lion, a quick reaction allows it to escape the danger by a narrow margin. When they notice a crocodile resting in the sun, the lions move closer with confident steps. But this opponent is far from easy to overcome. It responds with powerful jaws and forceful tail movements, constantly turning to defend itself. Some confrontations reveal only after they begin that the other side was underestimated. Even while surrounded by three lions, the crocodile holds its ground with remarkable persistence. Its heavy body does not make it slow as it might appear. Each turn creates enough distance to keep the lions cautious. Against such an opponent, numbers alone do not always guarantee control. A buffalo carcass lies at the center of a contested boundary, drawing both lions and a crocodile to the same tense point. Neither side wants to step back, especially during times when food is scarce. A large meal can change everything. When the reward is valuable enough, the tension grows heavier with every passing moment. Once it leaves the water, the crocodile quickly finds itself at a disadvantage within the territory of a lion pride. Its thick skin provides some protection, but pressure from multiple directions soon makes the situation tense. In each environment, the stronger side can change after only a few steps. A difference of only a few yards in position can turn the riverbank into a dangerous place for lions. A Nile crocodile quietly patrols the water's edge, waiting for the right moment to approach a smaller individual. Another lion reacts almost instinctively, creating a brief opening that allows both to move away safely. In places like this, leaving unharmed is already a significant outcome. After a few seconds of observation, the lion decides to enter the water and swim toward the opposite bank. From that moment, a crocodile quietly follows behind, waiting for the most favorable opportunity. The strike misses, but it becomes an instant warning. The lion changes direction in time and escapes. In the middle of a river, recognizing danger early can be more valuable than speed. Usually crocodiles and lions meet during tense struggles around a carcass. This time, however, both sides keep a cautious distance. It is as if each understands that pushing the situation further offers no clear benefit. Sometimes silence and a respected boundary are the wisest ways to maintain calm. A crocodile rests in the sun until the arrival of a lion suddenly changes the atmosphere. Rather than forcing a confrontation, it quietly moves away once the pressure grows too strong.
There he is.
Some decisions happen without noise, yet stepping back at the right moment is often the clearest sign of survival instinct. The smooth surface of the water hides an almost perfect ambush. The crocodile reveals very little, while the rest of its presence waits beneath in careful readiness. When the target moves too close, the moment concludes in a single swift motion. In places like this, still water can conceal remarkable precision. The crocodile approaches with its usual confidence, seeming to believe the target ahead is only a young and vulnerable animal. But the young elephant responds with far more force than its immature appearance suggests, turning the moment into an unexpected counter. Sometimes the defensive instinct of a young individual can create a burst of strength that forces the opponent to reconsider. The jaguar does not rush into the water on impulse. It waits until every movement aligns with the moment it needs. The approach is decisive, precise, and almost free of error. When strength is paired with patience, a brief instant can make all the difference. On dry ground, the lion usually holds the familiar advantage. But once it steps into the marsh, that advantage quickly becomes uncertain against an opponent that controls the terrain. A sudden close approach is enough to remind the lion that retreat is the wiser choice. A crocodile appears on land that does not belong to it and immediately becomes the focus of an entire pride of lions. Far from the water, its familiar advantage almost disappears, replaced by pressure from several directions. Choosing the wrong place to appear can change the entire situation faster than any reaction. Water is life, but it is also the most dangerous invitation on the savanna. When a wildebeest lowers its head to drink, it exchanges awareness for the energy needed each day. The crocodile does not need to chase. It only waits for a moment of lost attention. A small movement near the riverbank is enough to catch the attention of a lioness. She reacts quickly to the opportunity, but the reward proves far smaller than the effort required. As other animals begin to gather, the value of that meal diminishes even further. It becomes a quiet reminder that not every opportunity is truly worth keeping. A pride of lions moves across the river in what seems like a fairly safe crossing, but danger is already waiting beneath the surface. One lion is suddenly struck by a crocodile, throwing the formation into brief confusion. Fortunately, it breaks free quickly enough to avoid a worse situation. In moving water, even a moment of lost awareness can unsettle the entire group. In nature, every encounter becomes a test of instinct, strategy, and persistence. There is little room for prolonged mistakes. Only decisions made at the right moment can maintain the advantage. If you enjoy authentic survival stories from the wild, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so we can continue bringing more fascinating and insightful videos.